From athletes smacking judges in fits of rage, to behind-the-scenes decisions that lead to irreversible damage. Here are bodybuilders who completely lost control on stage. Dallas McCarver. First up, we have a bodybuilder whose career ended during what was meant to be a life-changing performance on stage.
The potential is there for him to be much, much bigger, much, much fuller, but he still has a lot of room to fill out his frame.
I think a guy like that makes the show exciting. New blood, but new blood that's hungry.
At a young age, I developed a desire to be great in this sport. And that desire was greater than my urge to go out and party or waste time eating junk food or whatever.
McCarver was one of bodybuilding's brightest rising stars. With his massive frame and incredible symmetry, the 6'1" athlete quickly gained fans and respect, turning pro at just 21. However, it felt like his career would come crashing down in one moment at the 2017 Arnold Classic Australia during the pre-judging round when Dallas and his competitors were on stage, striking poses and showing off their muscles. Soon enough, people noticed that something was off about Dallas, and then, suddenly, mid-pose, he lost control and started falling down as his body collapsed. Thankfully, his competitors and the medical staff rushed to keep things from getting worse and saved him from any injuries. It was then revealed that the bodybuilder had been struggling with bronchitis in the days leading up to the event, which made breathing difficult and impacted his performance.
We are going down one of Dallas McCarver's supposed cycles. 25 IUs of fast-acting insulin, and he's taking that 6 to 8 times per day with each meal because you gotta get some fucking sugar, you gotta get some carbs in you so you can do something with that insulin.
Sadly, just a few months later, Dallas was found dead at the age of just 26, with the cause of death being a heart attack due to years of extreme dieting, hormone use, and physical stress of his career.
Insulin in the morning. So he's waking up and immediately doing long-acting insulin. That way, what he's eating all day, he can take advantage of that. Insulin is the most anabolic compound there is. Shoot insulin, you take all these carbs, you take all these nutrients, and it's just gonna shuttle everything straight into the muscle. The problem is, it can fuck you up. It can kill you. You can look at a coma, death from this stuff if you don't get an adequate number of sugars in to counteract this stuff.
Not just that, but the post-mortem report showed that several of his organs were enlarged due to prolonged usage of anabolic steroids and other substances known to help athletes increase muscle strength and size.
What I'm preparing for is the Mr. Olympia. You know, I mean, it's not just your local show. It's the Super Bowl of bodybuilding. It's the World Series. It's the whatever World Cup, whatever you want to call it.
Despite his impressive career, Dallas's death highlighted the dark side of professional bodybuilding. Sifiso Lunjalo Tabate.
He's one of our own here, Kamdazi, and he's a world champ.
Next up is Sifiso Tabeti, a young South African bodybuilder who was just warming up before a big performance, but little did he know that a simple backflip was going to cost him his life.
He's going to defend it in overseas. Since you know our country, they don't support us.
During a bodybuilding competition in 2017, Tabeti entered the arena with high energy, clearly trying to hype up the audience. The move wasn't needed for the competition itself, but being the sportsman that he was, he wanted to put on a show everyone would enjoy.
That's why we are bringing to all of you guys. Let them have fun. Play what you know. Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, you can see the exact moment where the rotation fell short, and he landed on his head, suffering a catastrophic neck injury. Everyone was confused for a moment, hoping for the bodybuilder to get up. But when he didn't, several people rushed to help as Thabit lay motionless on the mat. At the time, the extent of his injury wasn't clear. Sadly, when he was rushed to the hospital, he was pronounced dead on the spot as a result of the injuries sustained in the fall. One risky move, one moment of excitement, and a permanent ending. Jahid Hassan Shuvo. Our next competitor didn't just lose a competition, he lost his patience. At the 2022 Bangladesh National Bodybuilding Championships, Jahid placed second, despite visibly outmuscling the man awarded first place. Whispers of favoritism filled the crowd as the bodybuilder has been a habitual gold medalist. Even now, you can see that his physique is far better than the athlete standing next to him, who was given first prize due to familial ties and alleged corruption within the judges. Things turned ugly when Jahid went up on stage to claim his prize, and the judges were visibly rude to him, not even allowing him to speak on the mic. After all that hard work and dedication, all he received was a blender before being told to get off stage by this man in red. And that was the final straw. He stormed off stage and made sure the judges understood exactly how humiliating that moment was. In front of everyone. It wasn't about the trophy anymore. It was about respect. Giannis Makos. Now this is the moment bodybuilding crossed a line. Giannis Makos, one of the greatest bodybuilders to have come out of Greece, believed the judges had robbed him at the 2016 Diamond Cup. He was furious after he believed the jury was unfair in their decision to name the winner, and instead of walking away, he confronted them.
He's right. Oh my God. He's right.
Soon enough, the entire arena erupts into chaos as Giannis goes up against the judges, and people try to hold him back. The bodybuilder ends up smacking a judge right in the face in his fit of rage as the audience reacts in shock. The crowd gasped as people rushed to restrain him while he shouted demands for respect. He was immediately removed, banned from future competitions, and publicly condemned. The incident forced federations to review security measures, and for many, this was the moment bodybuilding lost its composure.
He's right.
Mickey, Theo. Our next competitor proves why walking away can be more disrespectful than an outburst of rage. Here is Mickey Theo, an Australian bodybuilder and fitness influencer on the extreme right, taking part in one of his life's many bodybuilding competitions.
Inwardly.
Now, of course, Mickey was hoping to win first prize, but when that doesn't happen, he makes it clear that he's not happy.
McTheo. Stay on stage, Mick. Stay on stage, Mick.
Not only does he immediately walk off the stage without even claiming his prize, but he also makes sure to create quite the scene before he exits, leaving everyone shocked. The clip spread online, dividing fans. Some called him immature. Others praised him for refusing to fake gratitude. Mickey never apologized, and never needed to. His message was clear without a single word. Sometimes anger doesn't explode, sometimes it just leaves. Phil Heath versus Kai Green. At the 50th anniversary of Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath and Kai Green stood side by side, immediately setting the tension in the room at its peak. The pre-round show-off almost saw two bodybuilding legends going up against one another in a heated moment.
I did have a side bet with my buddy Isaac Hines that there could be some physicality between these two.
The showcase started off pretty normal, with each contestant showing off their guns.
You see the roundness in the muscle from the shoulders to the...
But zooming in a little bit, Heath and Green, who were standing right next to each other, were clearly in some kind of power show trying to undermine each other. And in an instant, things escalated.
Gentlemen, hey! Oh!
Here we go.
Spread out!
Heath tries to maintain his composure as Green gets all up in his face, but you can tell that these two are seconds away from brawling. And if the referee hadn't physically pulled them apart, things could have taken a much worse turn.
Who wants to break up that fight?
Kai and Dennis switch! Kai and Dennis switch!
Where is John Jones when you need him?
The moment became legendary. Fans debated who crossed the line. Judges tightened stage protocols while rivalries intensified, proving that even at the highest level, ego can overshadow sport. Total collapse. This one is from a bodybuilding competition that gathered all these powerhouses under the same roof as they stood together and posed. Everything was going great until this bodybuilder came running and grabbed one of his fellow competitors who had started to collapse on the stage. People had to intervene almost instantly, and for a while, it looked like the competition was going to be put on pause, with the way the athlete wasn't able to get up or move. Turns out the bodybuilder had fallen down due to extreme dehydration, but with the help of everyone there, he eventually managed to get up and stand. But the management wasn't going to risk it again. Thankfully, he was safely escorted off stage and taken into recovery before anything worse could happen. Roid rage on stage. This one's from the Kafori Classic Bodybuilding Championship in Saudi Arabia, where a performer completely lost his cool on stage. The athlete starts getting rowdy on stage to the point where people have to come in to safely escort him away before the situation escalates. But then again, going up against a bodybuilder is not as easy as one might think. Things heat up when the athlete starts walking toward the audience, but soon enough, security is able to send him backstage while the rest of the show goes on as per plan. Just when you thought that was the end of it, the athlete comes back out, ready to continue his shenanigans. But just as he's about to work up a storm, the management can subdue the situation once again. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.